Fresh elections in Zimbabwe. A certainty by our chief Zimbabwe correspondent. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Rex TV. Today's video, we are going to talk about current situation in Zimbabwe. It appears the people of Zimbabwe are now living in two worlds, where on one hand the disputed ZANU-PF, government led by Emmerson Mnangagwa, is trying hard to get this picture to the people of Zimbabwe, that SADC has since endorsed them, and the SADC CM report on Zimbabwe elections is now gathering dust in the shelf, or worse, under the carpet, and never to be dealt with. Then there's this other world the people of Zimbabwe are now in, that don't know anything about which, that they are in the cusp of fresh elections in Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa and his ZANU-PF government are sweating to block this wave of change upon Zimbabwe. They are doing everything to convince the people of Zimbabwe that SADC has forgotten about the seriously flawed Zimbabwe elections in August 2023, which their CM report on Zimbabwe elections said the elections fell short of the revised SADC guidelines and principles of a democratic election 2021. But the real picture is totally different with SADC, when SADC shares on their Facebook page a Zimbabwe Sunday Mail newspaper picture of Emmerson Mnangagwa in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where he was roasted by the 37th O Summit, which gave SADC the all-clear to go for it and clean up the ZANU-PF mess in Harare. It doesn't mean SADC has swept their CM report on Zimbabwe elections under the carpet. SADC does not make endorsements through their social media platforms. We saw one of your reports on your publication which suggested that SADC had endorsed Mnangagwa after the SADC Secretariat received a Zimbabwean government envoy with a message from Mnangagwa. You were wrong. SADC still maintains communication with Zimbabwe as their member state. This though doesn't mean SADC has thrown away their CM report on Zimbabwe elections. Our highly placed sources within SADC say they went further. The SADC team in Harare has since notified the Zimbabwe administration about fresh elections in Zimbabwe to correct the illegitimacy in Harare brought about by the flawed electoral process, which SADC dismissed as falling short of the revised SADC guidelines and principles of a democratic. Our sources within SADC say we have it on good authority that Mnangagwa will stand as the ZANU-PF presidential candidate. ZANU-PF has already started selling the idea of a third term for the incumbent. It seems a TD General Chiwenga has lost the battle to succeed Mnangagwa.